Dr. Sala here, and I know there's a lot of educators out there who believe in goal setting, and they tell you to set goals. What are your goals? Really what they're telling you is, what are your dreams? And then what they're really telling you is, what are your fantasies? Well, once upon a time, my fantasy was Jessica Simpson, Jessica Alba, and Jessica Biel. And guess what? I didn't get any of them. But I did get Jesus Christ, and that was way more important. But here's what matters. Coaches that want to run the triple option, which is you. Your step-by-step procedure is what matters. What is your step-by-step procedure to make you happy? What is it? Because the people who focus on step-by-step procedures are the ones who get closer to what they want. Where everybody's feeling all warm and gooey and setting goals and having dreams and fantasies. They're living in the occult a lot of the time. You hear Nick Saban talk about the process, and he says it over and over and over, and he says it in interviews. Because if you notice, every time Nick Saban does an interview, he talks to his players and coaches through the media. Jimmy Johnson was great at doing it as well. But here's the thing as it relates to the triple option. I understand that you want to win a bunch of games. I understand that you want to have an offense that gets you clout and get you wins and maybe get you more money. And now you're the genius. Well, first of all, what the heck is your step-by-step process to get there? Other than hope and pray you get good players. Now, I've done this a long time, guys. If you're listening to this, you don't have good players. That's why you're here. Or you know they're not good enough. And Army, Navy, and Air Force keep developing players that are Division II and III kids that aren't good enough to get a Division I scholarship. And they develop elite performing teams every year. Because they don't get Division I football players. Because if a kid got offered a scholarship at Lafayette, he ain't going to march in the military for 5, 10, 20 years. He's not going to do that. He's going to go to Lafayette and he's going to get beautiful girls in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Why would he go to Army when you can go hang out on the Delaware River? It's not going to happen. So they create elite performing teams at Army, Navy, and Air Force. Now, step-by-step procedures. If you're going to get what you want in life, you better know the step-by-step procedure to get there. And I've outlined it endless times in these videos. You better know how to play, call, and install the right concepts and run 1,200 plus plays before you ever play a game where you cover all the situations you're ever going to face. Just practice the game. Because anything you do to deconstruct gets you closer to losing. You don't have attention span, you don't have time, and it's too unrealistic. Too many coaches fly by the seat of their pants. And this is why sports psychologists like me exist. Because I used to be you. I was the guy who used to believe in doing silly drills, and then by the time we played a game, we looked stupid because we couldn't pick up a blitz, and I'm sitting there mesmerized why we couldn't do it. It was my fault. First time I ever ran triple option, 4 decades ago. I was doing all these shoots drills and, who's the tough guy? Let's drive the sled. And then all of a sudden, they started sending their backers through the A-gap. We couldn't stop. We couldn't do anything. That was my fault. Now, I was a 20-year-old kid, but, that got a shot to coach offensive line at 20, but I learned. I learned by getting my face kicked in. So anyway, have a step-by-step procedure for how you're going to get great. You want to become a client? Call the number on the thumbnail.